Hello guys, welcome for another tutorial car modeling. This is part 2, and as I promised in previous part that I will teach you how to make simple but pretty good looking wheels. This is one of the easiest techniques, so let's get started. Okay, for that we will need to create kind of new design. I'm gonna start with a simple sketch on this plane. I'm gonna click on the plane. So we are now with the millimeters. I'm gonna draw line. I press L or I just click right here to draw a line. This will be construction line. It will help us to construct. Let's say that way, yeah. So we're gonna go from here up, and that will be 10 in. 10 in, that means 10 inch, and 10 inch because we will use this center point as our axis. So we're making 20-inch wheel, so we just need to make kind of half of it, and then the rest will be revolved. Well, let's make one more line, and this line will be, you see, I put my mouse on this point, and then when I drag away it will be like a, you see the line, also kind of construction line, that will shows me that this line will be in the same level with this line. So this will be 255 millimeters. I press enter. Okay, so now we need to align this line with this point so that this line will be in the middle. For that I will press midpoint, choose the line and choose this point. So now it's perfectly aligned. Okay, so now we're gonna start constructing or creating our alloy wheel. For that I'm gonna untick construction. I'm gonna press L or just choose line from here, and I'm gonna start creating alloy wheel. So I start from here, let's say 10 millimeters, enter. Then I press L to make line again, somewhere at an angle like this. Then another line, let's say until here. Then another line at an angle right here, and like this. Okay, so now I press letter O in order to make offset. I choose our sketch that we just draw, and let's say how big are the wheels. I think it's around 10 millimeters. Enter. Okay, so now I'm gonna choose this mirror, and what we're going to mirror, this line and this line. I'm double clicking here, and the mirror line will be our construction line. I hit OK. So now we need to close this sketch. I choose line, this point and this point, and then same on the other side, this point and this point. We could do that before, but it's just that I forgot. Okay, so now we have this beautiful shape. I click finish sketch. Okay, and all what we have to do is just to revolve. So we revolve this profile, and now it offers us to choose axis, which is this axis. Yeah, I think it's x-axis, so I choose this axis, and here you go, we have something that already looks like a wheel. I hit OK. Now let's apply some fillets. So I choose fillet, and we need to apply fillet on this line and this line. So let's say 2 millimeters. Yeah, enter. Then we apply some fillets on this line, this line, this line, and there. Where is this inside? Okay, let's have a look there closer. I think it's here. Yeah, so let's call it also 2 millimeters. Okay, so that you know all the metals doesn't look like very rough. Okay, great. So this is our first kind of part. Now we create sketch on this profile. I click on it. I wanna have this and this line in my sketch, so I'm gonna choose letter P to project, let's say, this and this line, maybe this also, and I hit OK. Okay, now I can hide this body. So this is our midpoint of the wheel, so now we need to make a shape, something like this or like this. You will see why we need this shape. So let's connect first this, and this line, just like that, yeah? Then, by the way, if it's a black sketch, that means it's fully constrained. You cannot move it, you cannot do anything with that unless you make it unconstrainable. If it's a blue sketch, let's say like this one, then you can move it, you can readjust it, and all this kind of, you know, stuff. So let's delete this line, we don't need it. Okay, so let's create some fit point spline, starting from here, and then maybe a little bit right here, and then it will go all the way here. I click this green check mark, then I construct one more line from here until, see, I'm using this as a reference, and then I'm dragging, and I need it 90 degrees, 90 degrees, finish. So I click exit to exit the line command. With this we can adjust a little bit the shape or maybe the angle, you know, you can just play with it and see what fits you better. In the future you will see why I'm using that. Okay, so that's our line. Now I double click on this line and I press O to make an offset, and I just move it approximately 15 millimeters. Yeah, I think it will be fine. So 15 millimeters. Okay. Then I press L to make line from here until here, and that's it. If it turns blue, like this inside blue, that means our sketch is closed. So this is a very dirty sketch. Please don't judge me very badly, but we need to make it fast, otherwise we have not much time. Sorry, what I've just did. Yeah, so I choose fillet here, and I just want these lines to be more smooth. You see, it's like cutting this corner away, yeah? So if I press here, it just cuts this corner. If I press here, then it makes it all smooth. It's not always like that. Sometimes you need to come back to another corner and make it, let's say 22 millimeters, whatever. Okay, enter. So that's our another sketch, finished sketch. And now all what we have to do, just revolve this, and need to zoom in. So I'm zooming in, and this. You see, something is not really closed. Cancel. Okay, we can come back in our sketch right here. I right click, edit sketch, and as we can see, yes, this sketch is not closed, so let's just simply close it. Here is not really matters. Okay, now should be fine. Finish sketch. So now we're coming back to revolve this, and this part. Perfect. Now axis will be our x-axis, and since we don't see any bodies, we need to switch on our bodies, right? So now it offers us to cut out of our disk, but no, it's going to be new body. That's it. I press OK. So now from bodies I can hide the actual wheel, and we will have to create sketch on this plane. Right, so now I will create construction line. This line will be construction from this point until whatever here. Check. Now I will have to Press exit to exit line command and press P to project this circle in my sketch. I hit OK. So now, as you can see, if I switch off the body, I have this projection line, you know, that we just projected. Okay, I unclick construction. Let's make simple line, yeah. So it will be something like this, then maybe like this, maybe then it will be just use your imagination. I don't know, something maybe like this. Then the next one will be like this, like this. Maybe some professional designers will laugh at me right now, but we'll see the result and then, you know, we'll see what we get with that. Okay, I exit line command, then I need to do offset of this line, so I press letter O. I choose this line. And now I offset this line, let's say this much. It's 8 millimeters, so let's make it 8 sharp. And okay, so now we need to close this sketch. Let's hide the body for now and zoom in there where we need to close our sketch. So I press L to make line from here until here. Yeah, I guess. Okay, let's trim this part and let's trim this while we are in trim. To trim, it's either those scissors or you just press letter T to trim, yeah? So I hit escape to exit trim, then L to make line from here to here. Okay, we see that sketch turns out blue, that means it's closed. I press escape. Now I press mirror. So I double click on this sketch, it selects all of it, then mirror line will be the line right here, and I click OK. Now we need to cut some lines, so this line we don't need actually. I press letter T to trim, I trim this line, and then I press letter T to trim this line like that. Okay. So looks pretty good. Finish sketch. Okay, now let's turn our second body on. Extrude. We choose this sketch. We're going to extrude it all the way just like that. And operation will be intersect. So you see we have this beautiful part for our wheel. It's looking just like, you know, right now it looks like some kind of Christmas tree. But now, before we actually do the fillet later, we better do the fillet now. So I'm gonna choose this profile, you know, like that. Yep. And the fillet will be, let's say, 3 millimeters, 4, maybe, no, 5, it won't let me do 5. Yeah, so let's make it 4. So 4 millimeters will be the fillet for this part. From inside, no, we're not gonna use nothing from inside. And then I hit OK. Now comes the most hardest part for the laptop or whatever computer you're using, because now we're gonna do some circular motions. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, create pattern, circular pattern. The type will be bodies, and the body will be our new body, and the axis will be this axis, x-axis. Oh, you see, lately I had 40 pieces in circle. I was working with 40 pieces. It looks pretty good, but it's gonna take us forever to make this. Let's see what is going to happen with 5. It looks like very catastrophic, but yeah, so we need, let's say, 18. So imagine if somebody drives with those kind of wheels. Yeah, I would say, wow, that you have cool wheels. So let's make it 36. You can play with it like, you know, like you want to play, but the more pieces you have, of course, the slower is the computer. Right now it's just like thinking too much. Okay, so that's our 36. Let's try to reduce a little bit. 30. Oh no, I make it again 230. No. But I mean, come on, if these wheels looks like, you know, some future wheels, whatever Tesla is gonna make there, I don't know. So we stop with 30, yeah? Okay, then I just simply click OK. And there you go. Now we have kind of 30 bodies, which gives us pretty much a lot of headache in the future, because right now we will have to join all of them. Well, it is kind of interesting wheels. If you look at it, you know, it's like, wow, okay, so now we choose this body and we have here combine. Two bodies will be, let's try to combine half by half. Let's say these 7 pieces. Operation join, we don't keep the tools, okay. We're gonna do little by little, because if I'll take just all of them, then it will be forever. Okay, so let's do again. Target body will be this body, and the tool bodies will be, let's say, from here until here. Yeah, by the way, how I'm selecting multiple bodies, I just click on one body and then I hold shift and then I click on the rest. And then it selects like the whole bunch of bodies. So as you can see, it slows down the computer. Okay, now when we have all the bodies selected, let's just hit join, and I'm afraid I will go make a tea. I will speed up this process while it's joining, but I think it's going to be around 1 or 2 minutes. But yeah, don't go away, it's just gonna be for you 2-3 seconds. Okay, let's hit that OK button. Oh. Okay, here is some progress bar, and then I'll go and make some tea. Okay, looks like it made a great job in creating this wheel. Let's have a look at it. I think it's pretty good, yeah. Thank you very much, computer, you did a great job for us. So we don't need to construct something super extraordinary. So right now, we need to put it on the tires. I mean, put the tires on it, yeah? So for that, we're going to activate this very first sketch, and let's create one more on this plane. So we can hide this body. And now we're just making the tires. So let's say a little bit from here. How big is the tire? Well, it will be 35 millimeters. 35 millimeters, yep. Then we're gonna go just simple like that, like that. It's just for formalities, you know, that we have like we have fully proper tire. Yeah, so I press L, line from this point and from this point, just like that. Hop. And let's make it higher until here. And then one more line from here until here. So 90 degrees. 180 degrees, yes, correct. Like that. Okay, that looks like good tire for me. I choose fillet, this and this, 9 millimeters, okay. And then here also we make some fillet. Enter. Then I'll make one more fillet right here, just a small one. Enter. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now we will have to create line construction line, and let's say something like this. Okay, and now we just mirror all this sketch. I double clicking on the sketch here against this line. Okay, so that will be our tire. Let's finish the sketch and let's revolve, right here, revolve this sketch on this axis. New body. Okay, now let's switch it on. Okay, we have something like a wheel, very weird looking wheel, but it's okay. So now let's make some drawings on this wheel. We will have to construct offset plane from this plane. So I choose construct, I choose this plane, I look to the right side of my wheel, and I just drag it until it's slightly on top of the wheel, something like that, yeah, and I hit OK. So now we create sketch on this plane. As you can see, we're already working with planes, yeah. And now what we have to do, we have to create nice lines, let's say somewhere from here until here, until here. Okay, now offset this line 3 millimeters, enter. Now connect this, sorry, something is wrong, yeah, connect this and this, then we connect this and this. So now I want to approximate this center will be parallel with this center. So I exit line command, I select everything, I press M to move, and basically now I can move. So let's go down. Somewhere here. Okay, enter. Now we need to close the sketch exactly right here. So I'll just choose L for line from here until let's do it from here. Okay, T to trim this, and this sketches. Okay, looks good to me. Finish sketch. Now let's extrude this profile in direction our tire. So it will be something like this, I guess. Can even do a little bit more. Okay. Operation cut. As you can see, we've gone through the wheel. Okay, we come back. Edit future. Let's make it slightly less. Okay. Perfect. So now let's create circular pattern. We choose pattern, circular pattern. Right here we are choosing features. Objects will be our extrusion objects. Axis will be this axis, and now we just choose how many. So let's say 60. I think it's okay. Let's just hit OK. Now again, computer is calculating something. So that's the half of our tire. Now let's mirror that on the other side. So we're gonna construct another plane. So we're gonna construct plane, mid plane from this plane until this plane. So it's going to be like a mid plane between two planes. Yeah, so we're choosing 1, 2, and it becomes like that. Okay. Now all what we do is just create mirror, mirror, mirror right here. So we are choosing features, which is this extrusion and this circular pattern. Otherwise it's gonna make either circular, if we choose circular pattern, it's not going to be our very first extrusion. And mirror plane will be this newly created mid plane, just like that. And I hit OK. Now give some time to think for our computer. Okay, now we can hide the construction plane, and we have some kind of tire, whatever, like that. Yeah. So then let's just make some cutouts like a real tires have, you know, like in the middle. So we're going to create another sketch on this plane, and let's make it somewhere in the middle, you know, like something like rectangular shape, center rectangle. So let's call it from here, like that. That will be number 1. Then somewhere here, let's make construction line. No, sorry, okay. Not so fast. Let's make another one right here, you know, something more skinny. And let's make one more right here, something like that. Yeah. And then we create construction line from here, sorry, construction line from here, yeah, until here. Check. And now we mirror. I double click this and I double click this against this axis or line. Okay, so now we have this beautiful sketch, finished sketch. Yeah, and now revolve this and this, this and that, and this, and around this axis. Give computer some time to think. Okay, here we go. Operation cut. Okay, let's do it. So there you go. We have a beautiful, like you know, super modern tire. It's amazing. Yeah. Let's see how it looks with our alloy wheel. That's our alloy wheels. Wow, cool, great. So let's give it a little bit of render and we'll see how it's going to work together. So of course we're gonna choose appearance. This is just for the view. We're gonna do proper render in the end basically of this tutorial. So I'm choosing where is the there is the adder. I guess it was rubber. Yeah, that's the one. And we're gonna put rubber on rubber, and let's say metal, aluminium, and some aluminium, blah 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 blah. Okay, let's give it a little bit of render, and that's going to be our really beautiful wheels. Well, I think they're quite beautiful. Maybe somebody will make something else, but that's going to be our wheels for our Ford Mustang. Okay, so let's stop this render, whatever, it looks good, amazing. So we go back to design, yeah, there where we stop. Okay, so now we have this wheel. What we have to do is just save in the same folder where we have created car, preferably so that you have all the parts together, and let's call it wheel. Wow, for example. Save. Yeah. Okay, now this wheel is saved, or is actually still saving. It's going to be uploaded in the cloud. Okay, I close. That's it. So now we have this car. To insert this car in our project, we just click here. We go to our folder, yeah, and then we choose wheel wow, and we can just insert into current design. And there you go, we have this wheel in our project. Let's close this. So we need to move it to our sketch where the real wheel will be. So the origin point will be this. And the target point will be this little corner, this little dot of our sketch. And I hit OK. So that's our wheel for this tutorial. Let's see how it's gonna look with the car. Okay, we need to move a little bit the sketch or either the car, but it is going to be like that, yes. So let's do it now for the sake of the purpose of this tutorial. I'm going to the side view, edit canvas, and I'm going to move it up until it fits in the wheel. Okay. So in the next tutorial, we're gonna arrange all the wheels around the car. We're gonna make some copies, and I mean the copies of the wheels, and we're going to start to model our beautiful car. I don't know, I like these wheels actually. It's not like it's meant for this car, but they're looking good. Yeah, I think they will be fine. So okay guys, thank you very much for watching this tutorial, and please subscribe, and we'll continue to build the car. I've tried it to make as short as possible, and you know, with a lot of shortcuts, but I'll see you in the next video.